Welcome to this TNT podcast, Brit Wres Preview Special, as we look ahead to TNT Extreme Project X this coming Thursday, the 21st of July. It looks set to be a fantastic show. It is a show dedicated to the British wrestling cruiserweights. We have performers like Callum, Newman, Manlikerice, Kid Lykos 2, Nico, Angelo, Mark, Haskins, Robbie, X, and so many more incredible British juniors, cruiserweights, whatever you want to call them. And of course, the Ultimate X match, Ultimate X coming to TNT Extreme, Project X coming to TNT Extreme Wrestling. It's an exciting show to look forward to. I'm going to be there live. We're going to be reporting back to you on that, following that show. We are, of course, TNT, the Great British Wrestling podcast for Great British Wrestling, as featured on bodyslam.net and the Jonas Podcasting Network. I am, of course, the Great British Otaku, Mr. Andrew Moore, and the most. I am joined by Big Daddy Dan, Mr. Daniel Allen, Just Dan for short. And we're going to be looking ahead to all these great matchups. What do you think of this show?
I'm excited about it. I'm seeing loads of amazing talent that TNT have brought in for it. I think we have got the best lineup that we could possibly get. I just think it is an absolutely phenomenal show, and I'm rather envious of those that are going to it.
Yeah, so I think this is the third Project X in history. Other Project X have seen some phenomenal performers, some phenomenal matches, including Big Benchmark Joe versus Joe Gacy, and so many more. Charlie Evans, Millie McKenzie versus Lizzie Evo would have been a great match. And so many other great matches, but this one, as I say, really focusing on these juniors, these cruiserweights. Excellent matches, starting with the Extreme VIP show matchup, which is LJ Cleary and Leighton versus Leighton Buzzard. Tell me about your thoughts on this matchup.
The man who's living his best life versus the captain of the ship. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching these guys on TNT. I think they've had some really, really special matches. I think they have had some really special matches in ICW, which is what I meant to say. And I think they're going to be bringing that special energy across to TNT for this. And I think it will be a match that is far too good to only be available for VIPs. It should be available for everybody all the time.
Yeah, these two guys have been on tears. LJ Cleary over in Ireland has become a main eventer throughout Ireland. He's coming over to ICW, but not just ICW, so many other great promotions throughout the UK. And Leighton Buzzard, for me, oozes charisma. He has star power just shining out of him right now, and he's really showed that on ICW for me. It was kind of like that new wave of ICW talent. He's right in that upper echelon, and he's had so many great matches. This should be a really exciting matchup. But come on, tell me, who do you think will be coming out on top?
I think living his best life, Mr. LJ Cleary will be coming out on top.
I am going the opposite route on this. I think the captain, El Capitan, Leighton Buzzard, will be coming out on top of this one. And of course, the tribal chief for the Big Fat Geeks, Mr. Stephen Southern, has provided his picks as well. And he is going for LJ Cleary. And we will be
2 out of 3 means that TNT's backing LJ Cleary.
No, I'm thinking there's going to be a tally over these. We've got several big shows that we're going to be doing these special previews for, that we're going to be making our predictions for. So I think it really is going to be a tally, and at the end of the week, let's see who comes out on top on predictions. Moving on, it is the main show. Of course, we've got the 4 qualifying matches for the Ultimate X Project X final. Looks set to be incredible. Let's kick it off. Nico Angelo versus Kid Lykos 2. Battle of Lykos Gym. Let me know your thoughts.
It is a battle of Lykos Gym, but these two have never held back against each other before. I don't think there's any finger pokes of doom going on here. I think that we are likely to see a shitty little wolf going through.
Going with Lykos 2 there. Nico, Angelo, and Kid Lykos 2, two incredible talents right now. Kid Lykos 2, obviously very small stature. Could be quite interesting him in that Project X match. But for me, it's Nico Angelo in this one. I've got to put my heart into him. He has been such an incredible talent for so many promotions, especially in the Welsh wrestling scene right now. He is main eventing Creation Pro Wrestling and so many other great shows over there. Been part of the Modern Nomad Pro Wrestling shows. And I've seen him do some literally incredible leaps, dives from balconies and so forth. And I just think Nico Angelo in that Project X is going to be good. So for me, I'm going Nico Angelo. Big Daddy Dan is going Kid Lykos 2. And the Tribal Chief for the Big Fat Geeks has also going with Kid Lykos 2.
All right, our next match is Maverick Mayhew versus Just Joe Lando. Now, this one, we've got two of the close personal friends going up one-on-one. And again, they don't hold back against each other. They just shake hands and have a hug afterwards.
Yeah.
I think this could be a really good match. I think Maverick Mayhew is kind of the sleeper of the group. I've always enjoyed his work. I've seen him have some excellent matches with Nino Bryant over at Rumble Pro. And my money on this match is going to be with Mr. Maverick Mayhew.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan of Maverick Mayhew. Same as you say, he's kind of the sleeper within the CPF. A lot of the attention goes to Just Joe Lando, Danny Black, Callum Newman, because they do some incredible things, athletic, just phenomenal stuff. But when it comes down to a technical wrestler, I think Maverick Mayhew is the best technical wrestler of all of them. Just Joe Lando is going to come out. He's going to look for the high flying on Maverick Mayhew here, who I feel is going to bring the most to the Project X matchup. I've got to go with Just Joe Lando. We're different opinions once again.
We are.
Has the Tribal Chief of the Big Fat Geeks decided? The decider, if you like.
He has gone for Just Joe Lando. So I'm on my own on this occasion.
There we go. I either way should be one of. I think could honestly steal the show when it comes to matchups, and that's a lot saying when you look at the next matchup: Callum Newman versus Leon Slater. Let me know your thoughts.
I think Leon Slater is where Callum Newman was 2 years ago. And I think that Leon Slater in 2 years will be where Callum Newman is now. Callum Newman will be possibly where his mentor is now. I think that this match is going to be, again, high flying. I think there's going to be some big strikes in it as well.
Yeah, Callum Newman going into this one is going to actually have the size advantage, which is going to be quite unusual for Callum Newman. But he is quite a big lad, big junior, big cruiserweight, if you like. And he is just so incredible. His Super Strong Style 16 match against Malik almost stole the show if it hadn't been for the Robbie X Amorous match. But he's had so many great matches, especially in Rev Pro UK right now. And as you mentioned, you didn't say his name, but the protege of course, Will Ospreay, the best wrestler in the world right now. And Callum Newman is right there behind him. And even Will Ospreay has said that age comparison, Callum Newman is ahead of where Will Ospreay was. Now, Leon Slater is a 17-year-old sensation. And I've said it a lot recently. He reminds me of Will Ospreay when it comes to it. When you look back at the earliest Will Ospreay, when he was small, when he had that slight frame, but my God, he could just do incredible things and wow crowds. That is what Leon Slater has as well. It's going to be a great match, but I'm going to go with you as well. I'm going to pick Callum Newman.
Never said who I was going to pick.
No, you didn't actually, but I'm picking Callum Newman. I think Leon Slater could bring so much to a Project X match, but I think given the experience factor, I'm going to go with Callum Newman. And yourself?
I am going with Callum Newman because I love seeing a big guy in an Ultimate X match. I think some of the big surprises in Ultimate X matches have always come from the bigger guys. So I am going to say I want to see Callum go through.
Yeah, it should be a great one. The Tribal Chief of the Big Fat Geeks has also picked Callum Newman. So it is our first clean sweep. Leon Slater, we don't doubt your ability, your phenomenal talent. Just right now, I think this match just has to just tip my hat to Callum Newman. Then it is Manlikerice versus Danny Black. Again, let me know your thoughts.
How do you choose this one? They are both just awesome. They have both got charisma coming out of the kibosh. They are both super flyers, super strikers, super nice people. It's I've got a coin because I literally cannot pick. I'm going with Danny Black.
Danny Black has been a success story for Progress. He had really been one of these young guys that have come up, did very well in the Natural Progression series to get past Elijah before being stamped down by Warren Banks. But he's had, some great matches, especially that match against Cara Noir. What a match. I really go back and watch that one on Progress Wrestling. Danny Black is a phenomenal talent. Manlikerice is hybrid right now. He has everything you need to succeed as a wrestler. He is compact and powerful. He is uber athletic, super strong. Great. For me, I love Danny Black, and I've been going CPF down the line so far, but I'm going to have to pick Manlikerice for this one. Again, I just feel that he's going to bring a bit more of a power game to that Project X final, and I feel like, for me, Manlikerice.
And Mr. Stephen Sowden has also gone for the Lyrical Dragon. So, Manlikerice. Yeah, I was wearing my Lyrical Dragon t-shirt yesterday, and as you can imagine, beautiful British weather at the moment. I sure as hell ain't wearing it again today.
Yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm only wearing this one indoors. I've changed to a white t-shirt to go out.
Right, our next match, we've now had all of our qualifiers, is Mark Haskins versus Scotty Rawk versus Robbie X. Ooh.
For the Ultra X Championship. Of course, Mark Haskins, the current Ultra X champion. Incredible talent, ROH talent, international superstar Mark Haskins. Again, it's one of the best, probably, as we mentioned already, mentioned on the last TNT podcast right now, probably the best unsigned cruiser, junior heavyweight, whatever you want to call him. Robbie X is on another level. He is on the best he's been in so long. He just looks fantastic. Scotty Rawk is the newcomer, the youngest guy in this match. Again, incredible talent, Taekwondo background, great high flying ability, great kicks, as you can imagine. A superb young talent. So, what are your thoughts on this one?
We've got the future. We've got the experienced father of the ring. However, my money's got to be on the now, and it's got to be on Mr. Robbie X. Robbie is just owning the British scene at the moment. We were discussing him on our main show and how he has got to be the best junior in the UK at the moment, and whose name has got to be continued and what counted in one of the best juniors in the world.
Yeah. Robbie X, Robbie X. Robbie X. No. Robbie X. That is my chosen man as well for this one. The added match to this because, of course, when Robbie X suffered that injury last year, it was in a TNT Extreme ring. It was against Mark Haskins. I think built-in story for it. What a match. We've got our special attraction match as well. Moving away from the juniors, from the cruiserweights, we're talking Munny versus Scotty Garland. Too hotty, what a man.
Scott Garland is pretty much a UK wrestler now. He seems to be spending more time here than he does in the US, and we love him for it. Munny is pure entertainment. He is a great wrestler. And I think he and Scott Garland are going to give this card the entertainment factor that it needs. We're going to have technical wrestling. We're going to have high flying. We're going to have car crash wrestling. We need some entertainment. This is exactly the right place for it. Munny versus Scott Garland is going to be great.
Yeah. Of course, this is the second time the two have faced this year in a TNT Extreme ring. Poor Mr. Munny has been having a real rough time of it in TNT Extreme since that match. So he's hoping he's going to get a different result and change his luck. I'm really looking forward to this match. As you say, this should provide the high entertainment factor for the show. And I'm going to have to pick Munny.
Oh, it's a good pick. It's the wrong pick. I'm going to have to say that my money is on Mr. Scott Garland with the experience that he has with the fans behind him, which they will be. I think it's going to be Mr. Garland.
Nah, Munny's going to hit the worm and pick up the win. And the tribal chief of the Big Fat Keith has picked Munny.
Right.
Now, Project X final. Now, our new Ultimate X is on TNA. Have they got the full structure across? Because I know they used to actually have it as a rope or a bit of a rope across.
There were 4 posts with 2 ropes going across Xing and then holding down the X logo.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think the little difference to this is I think it's actually scaffolding all the way across. Like I say, I don't know if that's what they're doing now in Ultimate X. It might be what they're already doing on TNA Ultimate X. But obviously, I'm massively looking forward to this. I've had a look back. TNA have done an Ultimate X match in the UK. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but
it was at Wembley.
It's going to be incredible. This is going to be amazing. I'm just so stoked to watch this. If we go down, of course, my 4 pick, if I was going with it, as I said throughout, it would be Nico Angelo, Just Joe Lando, Callum Newman, and Manlikerice. And I would pick Nico Angelo, because Nico Angelo versus Robbie X for the Project for the Ultimate X Championship is going to be a great match.
I can see where you're coming from, and it does make sense. But seeing as Nico Angelo isn't even in my final 4, I am going to disagree with you. I am going to have Kid Lykos 2 versus Maverick Mayhew versus Callum Newman versus Danny Black. I think that in this match, it is going to be an absolute car crash. I think Callum Newman is going to get landed on a lot of times. But I think that there is going to be a shock here. I think this is going to actually go to none of the CPF boys. I think this is going to go to Kid Lykos too.
Former Ultra X champion. No 2 ways about it. He is a young prodigy. And of course, the tribal chief of the Big Fat Geeks, Mr. Steven Soudan's final matchup would be Lykos 2, Just Joe Lando, Callum Newman, and Manlikerice. And he has picked Manlikerice in the final. Of course, he picked Robbie X as well. So yes, Manlikerice versus Robbie X would be a great match. You went with Kid Lykos 2 versus Robbie X should be a great matchup at some point. We hope you enjoyed this special preview episode of the TNT podcast for TNT Extreme Project X, Thursday, the 21st of July. I will be there live. We will do a review episode once I have seen the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. And remember, don't feed the trolls.